Okay, we are going to look at yellow sort 43 words. And the words we're looking at today are words that begin with A and words that begin with B. Now, the last 2 weeks we have been looking at words that ended in ch and ch, the TCH and the CH. And the week before that we were looking at j and j, DGE and GE, and how you decide which one of those to use. Now, this week we've actually finished the complex consonant endings, and we've actually started a new unit called high frequency words and contractions. So this unit, this sort, is actually lots of really high frequency words, and they've been broken down into high frequency words that begin with A and high frequency words that begin with B. So one thing to note though is all of these words, while they begin with A, you don't say A. I'll give you an example. One of the words is away. We don't say away. We don't even say away, away. We kind of say away. So A can actually say 5 different sounds in the English language. A, or, a. So this is one of those ones that can even sort of say an o and a. Anyway, this is more like that's the most sounds that any letter makes in language, by the way. Most letters are limited. A lot of letters will just make their name sound and their short sound, and then very few letters make maybe 3 sounds. So A is quite unusual in the way it makes 5 sounds. Okay, so we've got words like away, ago, again. Now, I don't think you're going to find anything actually too tricky in this word sort. Ahead, but they're very high frequency words, so it's important that you can spell them. Around. Now I've written down a few of them. Just wanted to make the point. You could consider A to be almost a bit like a prefix. It isn't, but you could almost, because all these words actually, if you take the word attached to the A, they are actually words in their own right, and they are linked to this prefix. So away, ago, again, ahead, around. You get the idea. So but we're not really teaching this word sort as if that was a prefix. We're just teaching that to be words that start with. Okay. So we are going to keep going. No, I'm going to do a few B words. Hang on, what does that say? No, okay, sorry, I just thought it was an important note there I hadn't read, but no, it's fine. Okay, continuing on. Right, so we've got words like, oh, and again. Okay, let's write a couple down. Before, I'm going to write here as the sound under our A words. Before, because, and begin. And what are you noticing about, we'll do one more, belong. What are you noticing about the sound? Up here you'd say that's a B. B for, because, begin, belong. We actually don't say it like that in real life. If you're reading that as part of a sentence, you say before, because, begin, belong. It's almost like a B sound. So this is an sound, away, ago, again. This is a bit like a B sound, before, because, begin. Okay, so again, I've said this before, if you find it easy while you're learning new spelling patterns or just learning how to spell a word, say it how it's spelt. So instead of saying because, which might be how you say it, say because, because. And that reminds you to think about how to spell cause, and it's got B. Might just be helpful. Okay. We've got between. Now, these words, where we could take the A off and most of these words made sense, if we take the BE off, it doesn't actually make sense because gin's not a word. Long, well, long is a word, but it's not got anything to do with belong. Tween, that's not. Cause, that might be. For, you know. So it sort of falls down a little bit, although it might be relevant in some of those words. Behind. Behind, beyond. Become or become. We don't actually say become, beyond. Actually, we do sort of beyond. Yeah, kind of do a little bit with that word. Become, beside. Definitely go with that one. Beside. We don't say beside. Believe. I believe in you. What have I done there? Goodness me. That's nothing like the spelling teacher making a spelling mistake. B-E-L-I-E-V-E. Believe. That's a tricky one actually. Not just because I made a mistake, but that's got some interesting spelling patterns in it. So make sure you take notice of that one. Below. B. See these B sounds coming through? Below. Take that one, below. And began. This is where it all began. Okay, so they are all our B words. So before, because, begin, belong, between, behind, beyond, become, beside, believe, below, began. This is actually the only word that sounded a little bit different. I think that's because you've got the Y there. That did actually sound like beyond. We don't say beyond. But all the others are very strong B. B. Oh, someone's phone buzzing away there. Okay, did I just jig that out of the way? No, that's right. Move it down a bit. Okay, let's keep going. We'll do our words. So we've got away, ago, again, ahead, around, about. Go around, the roundabout. Alive, live. Along, come along. Above. Across. A lot of these words are positional describing words. So showing the position like above, about, across, below, beside. They're all placing something physically in space. Got two more. Afraid. I'm afraid you need to do your spelling practice. Asleep. I hope you are not asleep listening to this video. Okay, so it's actually pretty simple word sort. There's nothing really too tricky in there. I think believe is one to look out for, and maybe a few of the others, maybe because, maybe again, around, a few of them, but a lot of them are pretty straightforward spelling. So it's really just a case of taking note of those patterns. And I'm just checking I've said everything I meant to have said about that. Yep, that's good. Okay, well have fun practicing these words and I will see you soon. Bye.